we still see families fall into the same traps that waste time, money, and energy. So, we're breaking down the 17 things everyone gets wrong about Disney World and how to fix them so you can stay one step ahead of everyone else in the parks. Up next. Welcome aboard, everyone. I'm Don B from Eat, Sleep, Disney, and one of the biggest mistakes most families make is trying to do everything in one Disney vacation. There's simply too much. 4 theme parks, 2 water parks, resorts, shows, dining, shopping. If you try to cram it all in, you'll spend most of your trip stressed and exhausted instead of actually enjoying it. We always recommend starting with each family member's top must-dos. Maybe it's Space Mountain, character meal, the nightly fireworks. Get those priorities done first and plan around them. Everything else you experience becomes a bonus. Also, don't skip downtime. The pool at your resort, a midday nap, or a slow morning at Disney Springs can recharge you for the next park day. Disney isn't about checking boxes, it's about making memories you'll actually remember. Disney World rewards people who plan ahead. Waiting too long to plan can cost you the resort you want, the dining reservations your kids are excited about, and also just cost you hundreds of dollars. We suggest you start about 6 to 12 months before your trip. That gives you time to compare hotels, research transportation, and decide which parks to visit on which days. Dining reservations open 60 days before your arrival, so have your wish list ready by then. Flights and rental cars also climb in price as your dates get closer. A little early planning saves a lot of stress and a lot of money. Every Disney park has different hours that change by season and by event. Magic Kingdom often closes early in the fall and winter for special ticketed events like Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party or Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Animal Kingdom typically closes earlier than the other parks because of animal care schedules. And Epcot sometimes stays open later during festivals, but typically closes every night at 9 p.m. In general, the operating hours for each park are usually posted about 3 months in advance on Disney's website, so you can get a good idea of the expected hours for your travel dates. Down in the description, we link to our updated Disney Park Hours post, where we update the expected hours for the entire year. You can use these resources to plan when you want to visit Disney World and which parks you want to visit on particular days. Once you're in Disney World, use the My Disney Experience app to check park times and operating hours essentially every day, as operating hours and show times can change at the last minute. If you want to get into those top restaurants or get the best Lightning Lane times, you have to be ready when the booking windows open. As we mentioned, dining reservations open up 60 days before your check-in date, and they usually open up somewhere around 6 a.m. Eastern Time, although we have found them to open up sometimes a few minutes early or be delayed opening until later in the morning. Regardless, set your alarm and have your list ready. Lightning Lane selections open up at 7 a.m. Eastern, 7 days before your park arrival if you're staying on Disney property. Before either day, make sure your My Disney Experience account is linked correctly, your payment info is stored, and everyone in your party is connected. That way you can move fast and snag those hard-to-get spots at places like Cinderella's Royal Table. It's a small inconvenience now for a huge payoff once you're in the parks. Over the last couple years, Disney has been updating its Lightning Lane system, which is the new way you can skip the standby lines at several attractions in all 4 parks. There are now 3 options. Lightning Lane Multipass, which replaced Genie Plus and lets you pre-book multiple attractions in advance. Lightning Lane Single Pass, which is for individual high-demand rides like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and the new Premier Pass, which grants one-time access to every Lightning Lane in a park for a premium price. For some families, Lightning Lanes are great. If you use it smartly, booking your highest demand rides first and stacking return times for later in the day, you can easily save hours of waiting in line. But don't feel pressured to buy it for every day. It's most valuable at Magic Kingdom, which has the most attractions, and Hollywood Studios actually has the fewest attractions of any Disney park, but some of the most in-demand properties like Star Wars, Toy Story Land, and of course Heidi's favorite, the Tower of Terror. At Epcot and Animal Kingdom, standby lines are usually manageable if you rope drop and plan your route accordingly. And for the parks you decide to buy Lightning Lanes, you may not necessarily need to buy both Lightning Lane Multi-Pass and Lightning Lane Single Pass. You might decide to buy one or the other depending on what attractions are on your must-do list. Offsite hotels can look cheaper, but once you add transportation, parking, lost perks, that savings might vanish. If you can find an offsite deal that's at least $150 per night cheaper than a comparable Disney resort, then it probably makes sense to book that hotel. Otherwise, staying on Disney property gives you benefits that are hard to match. Plus, the theming and convenience of staying at a Disney resort adds to the magic. Now, believe us, the perks that come with staying at a Disney resort can completely change your vacation, but only if you actually use them. These perks include early theme park entry every day at all 4 Disney theme parks. Deluxe resorts get extended evening hours on select nights, and there's free and unlimited Disney transportation. You also get early access to Lightning Lane bookings, and the ability to purchase a Disney dining plan, which we'll touch on a little bit later in this video. You can also book dining for your entire trip at once. That's 60 days plus the length of your stay, up to 10 days, which gives you a head start on the best reservations. And then there's the intangible perks. Staying inside the Disney bubble keeps you in the magic and eliminates the stress of driving or parking. Not all Disney resorts fit every traveler. Deluxe resorts offer the best transportation options, usually with multiple options like monorail, Skyliner, or even boats, but they come at a premium price. Value and moderate resorts rely mostly on buses, which can take longer. Families with younger kids often prefer the monorail resorts near Magic Kingdom. These include the Polynesian, the Grand Floridian, or the Contemporary, making midday breaks very easy. Epcot and Hollywood studio fans love the Yacht Club, Beach Club, and the Boardwalk Inn, where you can literally walk or take a boat to those 2 parks. If convenience is important, pay attention to location and transport options before booking your resort. A resort that fits your style will make your trip easier from start to finish. Now we know that's a lot to juggle, and planning a Disney trip has gotten more complicated than ever. That's why we personally book all our Disney vacations through Mouse Fan Travel. They are the official travel partner of Eat Sleep Disney. They are an authorized Disney vacation planner who can handle everything: hotel reservation, resort tickets. They can help with dining reservations, and they keep up with the latest and greatest promotions to help ensure you save the most money. Best of all, their services are completely free. And you can find the latest deals and promotions from Mouse Fan Travel using our exclusive link down in the description. Disney World is huge, comprises close to 40 square miles. Even with Disney transportation, getting around takes time, often more time than people expect. Between waiting for buses, boats, or the Skyliner, and walking from stops to park entrances, you can easily spend an hour just moving between destinations. Disney even recommends budgeting up to 2 hours for dining reservations if you're using their transportation to get from your resort to the theme park or from the theme park to the dining location. One rule of thumb: always leave earlier than you think you need, especially for special experiences. And insider tip: most Disney transportation often starts earlier than Disney advertises, with the buses to theme parks usually running about an hour before early entry in the morning. Disney offers some of the most unique dining experiences, with over 200 eateries across the theme parks, Disney Springs, and the hotels. But overbooking restaurants can ruin your flow. Many families try to squeeze in 2 or maybe even 3 table service meals a day, which eats up time and can just seriously blow out your budget. We recommend sticking to, at max, 1 table service meal per day. That leaves plenty of room for you to sample some of the quick service spots, grab some snacks, and leave some room for spontaneity. Of course, when it comes to dining at Disney, it's all about balance. Enjoy the dining experiences you're excited about, but don't let reservations ruin your trip. One of the smartest hacks Disney veterans swear by is using grocery delivery to your resort. Services like Instacart and Amazon Fresh can deliver food, drinks, and essentials right to your hotel. That way, having snacks, fruit, bottled water, or simple breakfast items in your room saves you both time and money. And many guests don't know this, but Disney allows guests to bring small snacks and water into the parks. Just no glass containers or alcohol. This means you can pack quick breakfast or snacks and avoid long morning lines for a $6 latte or for bottled water. It's one of the easiest ways to stretch your budget without sacrificing the experience. For many, the Disney dining plans sound great in theory. Prepaid meals, no surprises, but it's not necessarily the money saver some people think. If your family enjoys multiple sit-down meals, buffets, or character dining, the plan might work in your favor. But if you eat light, share meals, or prefer quick service, you'll likely spend less money paying out of pocket. We suggest estimating your typical meal costs and comparing them to the planned price. For many families, the flexibility of paying as you go ends up being both cheaper and less stressful than opting for a prepaid Disney dining plan. Another way to save time and money is using mobile ordering. Most quick service restaurants in Disney World now support mobile order through the My Disney Experience app. But we're still surprised how many people wait in the regular lines to order. You can pre-order meals through the My Disney Experience app, choose your pickup window, and walk right up when your food is ready. We like to place our lunch orders mid-morning before the rush. That simple trick can save you 20 to 30 minutes per meal. Less waiting, more time enjoying the parks. Mobile ordering is just one feature of the My Disney Experience app. In fact, the app is your control center for your Disney trip. The app displays updated ride wait times, the entertainment schedule. It contains park maps, lets you mobile order food, check lightning lanes, review PhotoPass, modify dining reservations, locate water refill stations, and so much more. Before your vacation, link your park tickets, hotel reservations, and payment method. Explore the map and practice finding wait times and show schedules. Once you're in the park, refresh the app often. Ride times and lightning lane availability change constantly. And don't forget a portable phone charger. Your phone will be working overtime, and you don't want to lose access halfway through the day. Florida weather can switch from sunny to stormy in minutes. Ignoring that reality is a recipe for misery. Always pack ponchos, light outerwear like light jackets, or better yet, a Disney Spirit jersey, cooling towels or portable fans, and check the weather before you leave your resort each morning. Make sure to bring sunscreen and reapply it throughout the day. UV rays are intense even on cloudy days. If rain hits, don't panic. Some rides and shows stay open, and crowds often thin out. Flexibility is your best friend when the weather changes at Disney World. Packing right also means packing for comfort. Disney World is not the place to break in new shoes or chase fashions. You'll easily walk 10 to 15 miles a day, sometimes more. Choose supportive, well-broken-in shoes with good cushioning. Comfort is key. Sore feet can ruin even the most magical day. Now, you do need to pack your park day bag strategically, but you don't need to bring everything. So to help ensure you stay one step ahead of everyone else in the parks, click or tap on our Disney Day Bag video right here on YouTube. In that video, we walk you through the 17 essentials we pack for every day we visit Disney World, regardless of the park. It's all about maximizing comfort and minimizing stress. Armed with those insider tips, you'll be one step ahead of everyone else in the park, and your next Disney trip will truly be unforgettable.